friends, I gotta tell you, I'm very, very happy with our results here. I don't know how this machine works here, but we're clean. Little holes in the lawn are filled up. She's raked up. Sawdust is gone. Like spread, you know what I mean? I call it naturalizing. When you just don't leave sawdust in big piles, you just naturalize it. That was the term we used when I was heavy in the tree service. Naturalize it. That's what I would tell my fellas. Let's naturalize, boys. And we would all grab rakes and we would go around and naturalize the place, depending on the setting. Really prim and proper, then we would stay to that standard. But if it was kind of natural, we would naturalize. And this is what I mean by naturalize. Take the big clumps of sawdust and dirt, right? And naturalize it. Bring it at you, whatever. Put your foot on the rake, give it a flip. Naturalize. Hey, I'm much happier with this. It turns pretty skanky out the back here, but that don't mean I gotta be skanky. Get her clean around the stump, give a little naturalization. We'll cut that stump down. I think Nick wants to have a go at that with his 661 or whatever he calls it. So he can do that. Nico, do you want me to just clean this stump up now while we're here, or do you want me to leave it for you?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, I think I'll take it to the finished product then.
That's fine.
Because it's looking real good here now. I'll zap it off.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Let's get you guys set up. I'll show you this. We'll load this thing up a bit, this new iron horsepower saw, 86cc, freaking 372. Thing's nutsoid. So when you're cutting stumps down, you know, everybody likes the idea of the non-wrap. Sure, go to the truck, grab a non-wrap, go for it. There's a good way to cut a stump down. There's 100 different ways to do it, but I tend to go on an oblong, go oblong. And what I mean by that is this stump here, I'll just go shut up and do it, okay? Now, this stump is oblong. It's oblong. It's wide this way, and narrower this way. So I'll probably take a swipe at it here. I might even come out, go in the cut again, right? And work this way out, see what we got. 32-inch skip tooth. We're gonna have to choke it. Let's get it on. I don't just grab on the trigger. When you're in a big cut like that, I'm on off.
Yeah, you taught me that.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt the saw, especially something like this. You always want to somehow be on a pulling chain. I never once back barred here, not once. Guys.
And that's when you walked around.
Exactly.
I actually came over. I wanted to watch you to see how you.
I had the option to back bar right there.
Yeah, you did, and you walked.
I went around. I'm always working on a pulling chain, and the reason that is, work on a pulling chain all day, then the next day work on a pushing chain. It's pushing you away from your work.
Yeah.
A pulling chain, you can just sit there. Friends, I'm telling you, work on a pulling chain.
What's your plan there? Do you want to?
I'll rip it.
I was going to say, you gonna rip it?
Yeah, I'll rip it. This is what we're doing, friends. It's heavy, it's big. I'm just gonna section this so we
Clean
can
this up like we were never here. You sat there. I wanted to get a video clip and I didn't get it. I was in my kitchen window, just checking on the house.
Yeah.
And you're out here just doing your thing, and I was like, I wish I could have captured that for you, because it's very rare to work with people that will leave when it's clean. You know what I mean? You can get people to help you work. They're like, oh yeah, it's good.
I know.
It's good.
The good enough.
Yeah, the good enough.
It's funny you say it. I did a video when you left about that issue.
Did you? I was putzing around, but you were still going.
I said into the video, I said, if you want mediocrity in your life, then leave sticks and leaves and bark around on people's property.
Because I'm going to make sure, as soon as this dries up, I'm going to make sure I come over and I'll cut and make sure it's nice. And
dude,
it's great. No, it's beautiful, but you know what I'm saying.
I totally know what
you're saying. The dust
saying.
will get the sawdust out.
It'll look normal.
Suck it off and look normal.
I love it. You want mediocrity in your life? Then do mediocre work. You can have it. You can have whatever you like. I'm not into it. This will look like a park when I'm done here, Nick.
We'll name it after you.
Right? That's it. Huh? What do you say? There it is, tree job complete. I'm happy, Nick. I'm happy. That's actually where my brain's at.
Right? Yeah.
See you, Nick.
I have to film this just because he does not stop. Somebody help us.
Nick.
I told him, don't even worry about this. I'll rake this stuff up, throw it in the fire. We've had the fire going all day.
Nick, you're funny. Well, I'm no good standing still. We know this.
Yeah, but you actually really don't stop.
Tin Man's laughing right now. Tin Man, how are you, brother? He's having flashbacks. This is the way it is. This is the way it is.
Will you sign all these for me?
Sign these little bits of...
You know, every piece of wood in that pile is a memento.
Look at that.
Look, it's an axe. Did you have a good time?
You know, you're funny, Nick. Yes, I did. I really had an amazing time. I'll tell you, quite frankly, for me, if this you're doing this serious video, it kind of caught me off guard here, but I had an amazing time. I don't really have any amazing words. I said amazing 3 times now. I could say it 4 times. Watch out for the amazing word coming at you again. The people. The people. It was the people. It was the families with the kids and the men that came up to me and stood there patiently. And if you looked at them, you would think they're kind of looking at you. You don't know anything what they're thinking. You know nothing. You know that they're staring at you because you're flapping on like I am right now. And then they come up to you, not in a lineup, because I'm not a lineup guy. However it works, I just change things up. I'm struggling with that lineup. So if we do that again next year, if you were there and you saw what I did when that lineup created, I can't. That doesn't work for me very well. I'd rather get the sandbox going and just kind of we figured it out and it worked real good. But anyways, the families that was killer. But these guys that come up to you and you know there's no expression on their face. They're just staring at you, and they come up to you and they say these profound messages, quiet messages in your face, squeezing. You know what I mean? Like squeezing your hand and looking in your eyes and saying you can't stop. And the guy, you know, I don't run power saw bucking. I live in the city. So for me, that is almost solidification of what I'm doing and what I will continue to do. I said it at Bunyan and I meant it. I don't think I've ever felt freer in my entire life as a human being on the planet. I'm honestly, I just feel in the moment, present, not thinking about something else, not thinking about yesterday or where I'm going. It's like right here. And I think people felt that. And I stood the whole day going like this, like I always do, kind of just like this because I can't just stand. The carcass only takes so long. But anyways, I'm kind of shooting off, but you asked me, and when you ask me something, I'm going to tell you what I think.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I saw some wonderful, wonderful things, and I saw some things that were a little interesting to me, quite frankly. I will be very honest, but again, you did ask. What a personal journey everyone is on. I love it. I love the human beings, and that's why I was there. I was there for the people. And if you are looking at me right now talking into this camera and you were at that Saturday event when I was blubbering on about my family, there's certain things I can't talk about or I actually start crying, and I got no problem with it at all. Because if we need to roll around in the ditch throwing a spoon around, I can do that too, or I can do all kinds of stuff. But I have a soft heart. I have a soft heart. And I just had an amazing time. And actually, I want to thank the Paul Bunyan committee, whatever it is, whoever, you know, put this on and helped. I want to thank freaking Husqvarna from the top of my heart, not the bottom, but the top. Husky has been my sword for all these years, and for Iron Horse to I got 2 guys that build saws for me, Iron Horse and the Tin Man, and they shipped my freaking security blankets to me. Cotton's my peace. Cotton is my home. Cotton is my knitting, and I just had an incredible time. Nick Pixel, Joe Reynes. I said these names earlier. I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to start because you know, you forget somebody and they get mad at you. Nick, I love you, brother, and you're a stallion, dude. Nick, Tin Man said to him, "Watch out, Nick. He doesn't stop." So that's, I think, why he fired the camera up, because it's just who I am. But to all the people who have followed me for years, thank you. And as far as next year goes, we might be doing something a little more extravagant and have a plan, if I'm allowed back.
And I still have trees left. A few.
We only took.
In my yard.
Don't give me that.
I still have them.
We only took a couple. What about you?
I can hang out.
What about you, mister?
I'm not going there right now.
You're not going there,
I'll
are you?
do that on my
You'll
video.
start balling, won't you?
After, I will. I almost did in the last.
Well, here,
clipping.
give that back in my face for a second. I'll tell you another thing.
Hey, well, real quick, Jay Daniels will be happy because I have his birdhouse to hang up here.
Where's Jay Daniels got his birdhouse? You got it?
Yeah, I have a birdhouse here, and we're gonna hang that
Jay
up.
Daniels, and for the people sitting at home, all my supporters and like Jay Daniels is a major supporter to this channel, and the folks at home watching this happen. When we fired up that live feed on Sunday, I was like, I felt this connection to our Sunday, our live in the bunker. It was weird, dude. Honestly, I was like, I had the crowd and I had the live, and it was like you people were like almost like this home. It was like home. I can't explain it. But yeah, I was. Anyways, what was I going to go off about? Oh, the relationships that are made, like Joe Reynes and Marty and all these guys, and they're leaving, and
They've
they're
all
like,
become friends now.
dude. From the original Buck and Stock, Sassafras, right? Auction, Indiana, the silent night of brother. Oh, I gotta watch it because this ain't no game to me. And the people who have been here for 7 years, I've been saying the same freaking thing. So get ready, because these travel bans are in the can. And just telling you, I'm gonna grab my wife, and we are going to the UK, and we're going to Australia. We're going all over. I'm going to be all over these freaking hardwoods, all over this great land, and I'm coming to see my logger, farmer, hard work, and coal mining. That's enough.
You're good?
I met some amazing people, and I thank you all. Thanks.